How's it going, guys? Alright, continuing.
I thought we divided up fairly, but that toe rag only gave me...
Very nice, I should wash it off.
Daddy's wounded.
Oh, poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Most of all,
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
It's not a bad idea.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl, but it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
What is going on?
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Simon's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Are you?
Always ready.
There we go.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that.
That one guy, I
here
appreciate the
before.
follow.
Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't
Are we
been
that
driving
far
in the
away?
back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
What's life like here?
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet.
Fair.
But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
The only tavern here.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old
Of course.
Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
I get to.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Okay.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
I like her
What can I get
accent.
for you?
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason.
Yeah.
I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news.
Why am I yelling?
So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Think of
I'll
something.
come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper,
I noticed that too.
and we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
He's not gonna do it.
Sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Oh.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labor, it wouldn't be such an offense against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Sir Hans.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, Lord or no Lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait. Sacks are good at it. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. Right. I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman.
Oh my god.
But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry, such is my nature.
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Taking
Okay.
time again.
God, I'm bored.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
An ale, as usual.
Just stare at Capon the whole time. Hey, what's up? Don't worry, I got it.
To success.
How are things at home? Calm down a bit? Please, enjoy the peace and quiet while it lasts.
Sometimes a lot bothers me. But it ain't like this all the time.
You sure ain't easy to please.
Oh boy.
I get a bad feeling when nothing's going on. Don't all learn their positions in life?
I believe it's called boredom.
Has the water sprite been up to the mischief again?
If you've got time to worry about everything that you go on.
Clever what they do with the grabbing the neck sack. So instead of making that guy move, once I put it down, I guarantee you that sack is already teleported to the spot.
I'm not surprised.
Without anyone noticing. How dare you? I'm the son of the
Dead man
bailiff.
had a gold chain around his neck. You believe it? Someone had bumped him off and it didn't even rob it. So many bandits.
We are sympathetic. But you're no nobleman. Just an ordinary big mouth.
You don't see something like that every
Say
day.
that, you numbskull. I keep telling you, we lost everything.
Would a sensible nobleman set up camp in such a stupid place? Somewhere by a pond?
I gotta drop this and quickly go over there.
What did you say? Say it again.
Oh boy.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel who fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir
Ooh.
Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to
Oh,
have to
God.
teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken
Oh
fingers.
my god.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Oh. Oh. Shit. Oh. Oh, come on.
Fella, he's the one.
Now you fucked up.
Shame on you.
I'll rip your ass open. Slice him up. Come on then. To a bloody pulp, fucker. I'll hack your ass off. You want to try me?
Worth staining my hands for.
Send my fucking day already, devil. Take that fucker. Nice hit. No, you don't. Don't work on me. You're no match for us, fucker. What do you want? Now you'll die.
Oh my god. Jesus.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
Oh my god, Hans.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up. You'll get a whipping too.
Oh my goodness.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that? Nothing to say, eh? You really are a simpleton. I don't understand how I could have failed to see it for so long. A stupid yokel who doesn't know the way of the world.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle
Oh
a week
my
ago.
goodness.
All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Dude.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
There he goes.
Isn't that? What's the Otto?
Hey! Logo, logo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
So what do I do now? The whole time I'm supposed to just be his bodyguard. Okay. Going in well. Got that achievement. Every one of your actions has consequences. If crimes the world around you, people will react. Right? Station. Okay. Okay.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. Aye. You're in the right place. Over here.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. but I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad. But don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese?
Nope.
I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
On.
Greetings, friend. Good day.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed, although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
What is that?
What armour are you talking about? Sir Brunswick?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend. They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armor real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Geibel, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
I could use some armor. Proper, like, for a knight. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armor, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armor, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now, but you might find something in the town hall armory. Although you'll need quick hands.
Ooh. Oh.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, thank you.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
I already did. I need to.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Till we meet again. All right. Okay.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
Oh, there's a scribe. I have no clothes, lady. Do I? Oh, I do. Awkward. Cool.
I was just changing clothes. Right away.
Interesting. So I can reply to people.
God bless. What would you like?
I met the local beggar. Barrow was her name.
She's here again? Oh, confound it. But we'll get rid of her somehow, you'll see.
Oh no.
But
You didn't give her any money, I hope? Rabble like that are like stray cats. Feed them once, and you'll never get rid of them.
No, she just told me you might know where I could get some armor.
Armor? Unless you want to join the local watch, I don't think I can help you. Unless maybe Radovan, the blacksmith from Tarkov. We might sell you something.
But Barrow told me you might know of something better. The armor of some Brunswick?
Hold that. Lad, 'tis but a legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Never woke up. It's a mystery.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly armor, aren't you? How about starting with horseshoe nails, eh?
Excuse me?
All right. No need to lose your temper, I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all,
we're definitely
I'm
doing this
educated.
quest.
But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Then what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, the dragon is certainly much stronger than a lion, so I suppose he sided with the dragon, right?
Nonsense. Brunswick rushed to out the lion, and together they killed the dragon.
Oh.
And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup, so it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Oh.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyak of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I don't understand.
Don't worry too much about it. It's just an old wives' tale. And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armor of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king. Specifically, while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyak didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyak was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armor to the king.
Chenyak was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trusky may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for such a castle.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armor. Lord Chenyak was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight. Each piece in a different place.
Oh my goodness.
Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyak, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell. I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake.
Oh.
And now go.
Okay. So quest. Okay.
Simple misunderstanding. Bollocks a misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself, Mike. What am I supposed to do then? Praise God. And Jonah from the well. So don't tell me it can't help with a little thing like yours.
A little thing? So you're insulting me too now?
Sorry, I didn't mean it like...
Oh, we already talked.
What the hell? Prosto bastard!
Hail?
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were
Wouldn't that be
telling
the same
truth,
thing?
why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not
Fair.
going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
I'll be right back. All right.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takov again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskovitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
Okay. Okay, what do I do? Go over here.
Fuck.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you in Gelia. Have you come to break some more stuff?
I can't talk to her. Awesome. So... interesting. Where do I go?
Look out!
All right, we can go. We can go find Mutt. All right. Carpenter.
Ave Maria.
Wait, does that mean I'm gonna own a house or something? Am I actually gonna get a estate from Lord Capon? That's what's some more perks, I guess. Let's do the money. Fresh herbs will spoil just like food. The quality Oh, so there's no. The only reason to pick herbs is for the skill, but if you're gonna use it, no point of. I don't know how I feel about that.
We've been here a bit too long for my liking.
You value your
The lads
life.
said they might-
Turn around. Fuck off before I kill you.
Sorry. Damn.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you.
Oh, okay.
You won't believe this. A whole village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth, just a few days' walk from here. You have to hear this. In silver scallots, they say. Without warning, attacked by Cuman troops. In one afternoon,
Oh,
they
talk
burned
about
down
scallots.
the whole village, killed all the villagers, and drove
can
the
rob 'em.
local lord out of his own castle. You see what that ginger fox Sigismund is doing to our land. He wants to burn us all. Go home quick and start praying. Almighty God to save us from the foreign hordes, and give all your property to your local church. Quick, before Sigismund goes and sees it, or talk it. Speak the truth.
Talk to him? No. Okay.
The Lord be with
All right. Running and running. It's a nice sword. What is the yellow? Oh, it's Tomcat. Okay. Really want to do the lines crest. Wish I had a horse. Wish I had pebbles. Bad. Can I
Nice
fish?
place. Too bad I never learned to fish.
There's legit a fish trap, and that's pretty cool. Ooh. Let's go back the other way. Alright, let's go this way. Okay. This, what's her face's place? It is.
Damn it, be careful with that weapon.
Alright.
There, I see you're reasonable after all.
Okay.
Has something happened?
My daughter Pavlena, remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing.
Oh,
it's
no.
not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry.
My bad.
And don't insult us.
Pavlena is young and, well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, But that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskovitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
Okay.
Christ, pardon me.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Like she got up and went straight out. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here?
How do I use my torch? Oh, what is the equip torch R? There we go.
She's got unfinished work here.
Did I not finish searching her room?
Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go, but she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her.
I wanted to ask you something.
Take care
Okay.
now.
Alright. We gotta find her, but we also need to find Mutt. Let's find Mutt first. And then search for Pavlana. I have a system. You guys can't, but I can. It tells me my CPU, my GPU.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Pray for a quick death, you bastard! Oh, Christ! No!
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt.
I'm looting this guy. Okay. Both. He didn't drop a sword. Sword on the ground? Ah, there it is.
Dead. And robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Curious.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, sucker. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond. And they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Sameen these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
No.
Thanks.
Care now?
Okay. So go to D. Well, good. I discovered a nest, guys. Can't do anything about it. The sword.
Are you gonna start blubbering again and sell on us?
Are you going to go running to the gaffer, you piece of shit? Give it to me. It's mine.
It's yours, my ass.
The gaffer bought one for everyone.
Not for you, though, because you overslept and didn't come in to work. Yeah, left everyone else to pick up the slack.
But you didn't wake me up.
What am I? Your mum?
I won't say it again. Give it to me.
And I won't say it again. You're getting fuck all. Run along and have a little cry, you whore.
What's going on?
They took the treats our gaffer brought us from the market.
Trees?
Honey cakes. We didn't pilfer anything from you. It was us the gaffer brought them for.
But he always buys 3 for us to share.
We had to do everything ourselves because you overslept. So nothing for you.
It's your fault you didn't wake me up.
How's it their fault?
On purpose.
You're not being very nice, if you ask me.
Keep your nose out. If you don't show up for work, then no cake for you.
Why don't you tell your master and let him be the judge?
Because they're afraid he'll beat them. The gaffer's told you plenty often to leave me alone.
And there was me thinking your nose couldn't get any browner.
What did you say?
You're an ass licker, and you squeal like a pig.
Right, that's it.
Now you're gonna die.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You want to try me? We'll finish this quickly.
Christ! I've been waiting for you.
Shit! I'll be done with you in a flash.
Ha! Tough shit.
These days, no one's ever really safe.
You should have fucking stayed out of it. Die, you swine! Light him up! Hey, we'll finish this quickly. Get to fuck!
You can taunt in this game. This is great.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Sakura, somebody's lying here.
Too right I have.
How about the Ballad of Sinful Sally? Or my... What can I do for you?
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while. But I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
Okay. And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But
Fair.
I'd say it was in the forest.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
Yep, that's him.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals, but I got no idea where they went.
Okay.
I'd like something to eat and to spend the night.
We'll see about that. And for how long?
I'll stay here longer.
It can be arranged. Payments in advance. And I don't want to see any tomfoolery.
Oh. Never mind. Okay, so Sir Hans Capon have been here. Alright. So we just have to keep going north. We have to go back this way. Let's travel to Chavarsky. Oh, I love the fast travel in this.
Hear ye, hear ye. Take a good look at this man, a rebel against the laws of God and of the city, for whom nothing is sacred. Come closer and see the face of a good-for-nothing sinner. Last night, emboldened by booze, he tried to break into a respectable and chaste woman's parlor. He bellowed and banged on the door so much the poor woman feared for her life and decency. When the guards arrived, he bombarded them with all kinds of insults, which led to a brawl. He badly wounded 3 soldiers, left 2 with bruises, and taunted another with the foulest insults imaginable. Take a good look at the lecherous drunk, and let him be a lesson to you. Anyone who flouts the law or abandons morality will meet the same fate. But once you leave, on your return...
Interesting. Okay, so where would Ivana be?
What do you need?
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Pavlana? That's a nice name. Is she your sweetheart?
No, nothing like that. I'm just helping her mother find her. She's worried about her.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know nothing about her.
Will you talk to me now?
I'll have a beer. Have you come to break some more stuff?
Rude.
I apologize.
Good day to you. Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zhelyov who sells baskets here sometimes.
Young Pavlena, you mean? Sure. A nice girl, kind. I think I saw her here on my last patrol. She had the baskets with her.
Are you sure? Where exactly did she go?
Well, it could have been another girl. I can't be absolutely certain. But she went towards the woodcutters' cottages, the ones between the tailors and the butchers. Yeah.
Roman, it's me, Dusko.
What are you yelling for? What's going on?
I'm looking for my friend Roman. He works with us in the woods, and we need him now. But I can't find him. Have you seen him?
I haven't met any Roman.
If he's off again with that basket girl from
Oh!
the jelly off.
Are you talking about Pavlena? I'm looking for her.
Aye, that's her. Roman's been teaching her about nature, if you get me.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
Okay.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Well, I can do it. But you ought to give me something. For insurance. I'm the one sticking my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles. So I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are.
Nice.
This ought to do it. After you search the
25.
place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Okay, so lockpicking should...
What are you doing there? Leave that lock alone, you lout.
Woo! Are you fucking kidding me?
It was you! Halt!
I surrender! Tried to pick that lock, eh? Fucking thief!
I'm sure that looks strange, but I can explain.
I'm listening.
I was just having a closer look at the lock.
A closer look.
I just wanted to see how it works. It's, quite interesting.
I reckon you were more interested in what's hiding behind it.
No, of course not. Why would I?
Because you wanted to get inside and rob the place. Do you think I'm a fool? I'm not falling for your tricks.
Take me away.
Now show me what you've got.
All right.
All right, then. I don't see anything else suspicious. You won't avoid... I'll lock you up in the pit.
That fucking asshole. Don't throw a fish at me. God damn.
My arms are all sore. Ah, what a disgrace.
I'm clothed. Alright. This guy's a jerk. Food.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
Too difficult.
Oh, bloody hell.
Okay.
Did you sleep in a barn or what, looking like that?
Sorry for the stench. I have to spend the night in the woods sometimes.
Yeah, you stink like a wet dog.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there.
Where's
but
Pavan?
Pavlena had
I'm
been
looking
there
for her.
sure.
She's lost.
The table was
She's-
set for
she's
2.
been missing.
And I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward.
Yeah.
And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Well, my friend...
Oh yeah, she definitely is his love interest. Not Henry's, but she's where I'm gonna go, right? Yep. I'm just making sure she's okay. The females guy alive, huh? Oh. Lover spot.
Christ, there must have been a fight here.
Guy who screamed females?
This must be the place Dushko was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here.
Oh.
It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe.
Oh, beer. Oh yeah. Go wrong with a little beer.
This is surely Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If I had Mutt here, I could let him sniff it.
Oh, Hans? No, him and I split up.
Trail of blood.
He left.
I should see where it leads.
We got into an argument, and I'm not his best friend anymore.
Oh, Jesus.
Come here.
Who's this? Someone must have killed him and buried him here by the woods. And then the pigs dug him up. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Brahma, why? Because he's being a child.
Ladybird, come home. God bless.
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin. What corpse?
I don't know. Never saw him before. Probably someone from the village. A young fella. Ginger hair.
Christ above.
Oh no.
That must be Roman. There ain't no other young redhead in the village. I saw him going through the glade with his girl. Oh, Christ. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd.
Ooh.
One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavobor. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Fair.
Did you say Roman was with a girl?
Aye, with that young lass what sells baskets here sometimes.
Pavlena?
Aye, that's her. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves.
Okay.
Ladybird, come back before a wolf eats you.
Okay.
Pretty, come here.
Horse name is Horse. The last game, if you go up to a horse and look at its name, there's one called Roach. And then if you go talk to the person that's selling the horses about the backstory of the horses, he talks about how this pale, white-haired man sold him, or something like that. Talk about the Witcher.
Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah? Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Don't try any charades with me. If something's happened to Pavlena, you'll pay for it. Here and now.
No. You're the one who will pay.
Oh my
I won't
god.
let you go and snitch on us.
On what?
I'll kill you. Ah! Oh!
Ow. Ow. Dear God.
What's wrong? Don't like red? Take that, you shit!
What happened to my sword? Whoops. I'm so confused on...
Ladybird, come back before a wolf eats you.
Okay. This is a nice little save area. Save spot that they did. And that's the one thing that the first one had trouble with is... I mean, yeah... It was kind of your responsibility to do the saving, make the potion, yada yada. But a lot of the like saves in the first game kind of sucked, like the hard saves that they added into the game. Especially towards the end of the campaign. I have a feeling that Straw has feelings for...
Are you the one they call Straw?
Pavlena.
Yeah? Why?
I know everything.
What?
It's no use trying to rig...
Shit. It's all...
Where is Pav...
I ain't telling...
Listen, if you tell me everything that happened, it'll go easier for you. Confess to everything, and nothing will happen to you.
But we killed Roman. They'll hang us for that. I can't let you go. Now you know everything. Pray for a quick death, you bastard. Oh, mercy! Spare me!
That one easier. Keep getting drops for your stream. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, no problem.
Had enough.
Enough! Enough! I'll tell you everything. We didn't want it to end like this, I swear. I'll tell you everything.
Speak up!
Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much. But when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Yeah? Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bozhina, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but... Anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
Actually, children who die unbaptized aren't damned. I heard a priest once talking about some place called Crimbo or something. It's like hell, only the colours are different. And it's, I think, underground? Or in Prague.
Can I carry on?
Right, yeah. So, you were in the tavern with Yakesh, and...
When he had 3 or 4 jugs inside him, Yakish started on about how he'd give anything to see Bozhina suffer the same pain as he did. It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
I hope for your own good, this isn't going where I think it's going.
No! Listen, my brother Ota, he was always the sly one out of the two of us. He came up with this idea that we'd lie in wait for Pavlena when she came to sell her baskets.
I see. Bozhina's daughter for Yakesh's son.
No, it wasn't like that. We didn't set out to kill her, just to give her a bit of a hiding and tell her not to come back here again. Then we'd lie to Yakesh that she was dead, and he'd reward us with... well, he's got 2 girls to marry off, and Marusha's a pretty one. But he'd never let either of them marry a hired hand unless I'd done him a worthwhile service. See?
Oh, so you two just ambushed that poor girl? Where is she now? Answer!
We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar, and he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him. I swear.
Shit.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zhelyov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Kurva, I really didn't want it to end like this.
I brought you Slavobor. They call him Straw, from Yakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlina a scare and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
Straw killed Roman, but I don't believe he did it with evil intentions. You should be lenient.
I'll take your testimony into account. You'll be locked up in the rat house, Straw, until we decide what to do with you. Thanks for bringing him in, Henry. Roman's murder can't go unpunished.
Damn. Hey, pal. Okay. So now go straight south. Oh. Wrong way. Let's go save Pavana. Also, is there mutt? I have to go to F, E, and F for mutt. Maybe I should have went and took a nap. You're her. The hell? Fighting a dog. Okay, the dog doesn't have to die.
Stop there! Don't come any closer, or I'll cut her throat. I swear, don't move, you horse son. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Henry. I'm from Skalitz.
And what the fuck do you want here, Henry of Skalitz? Who sent you?
Her mother sent me. She's worried about Pavlena.
Shit, I might have known that old witch would send someone. Kurva! I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone! Shit!
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy! How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
Why are you doing this? Why pick on Pavlena?
It's Yakash's doing. Bozhena killed his son. He was always on about paying her back for it. And he's got a huge fucking farm and 2 daughters to marry off. He'd never give them to ordinary farmhands, unless he owed them a debt.
So you did it to get into his good books?
It was the only way. I don't want to spend my whole life shoveling shit.
I took your brother to the bailiff.
Fuck! You might as well have killed him straight off. What do you think you'll get for murder? I've got to get out of here and go and save him. Fuck!
Don't worry, your dog is just fine. I gave him the slip.
You treacherous rat! You wanted to sneak up on me from behind, eh? Well, Bristly will be waiting for you.
I don't know what more I can tell you. It's time for you to make your mind up. Look, let Pavlena go, and I swear I'll let you walk away unharmed.
I bet you promised the same to my brother, you fucker. But I can't let her go. Even if I wanted to. She knows everything. She'll tell on me and I'll be fucked.
You still have a way out. You let her go, and I'll persuade her to keep her mouth shut. I swear to you, she won't tell anyone anything. Isn't that right, Pavlena?
Mm-hmm.
Sakura. Oh, all right. I'll let her go, and I hope you two aren't lying to me. I can always find you again.
I'll give you my word. And now set her free.
All right, all right. Just take it easy.
You swine!
I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
Oh. Okay. I'm here.
Boy! Thou shalt not steal!
Hey, hey, hey!
Guards!
Seriously? Are you fucking serious right now? I literally... Hey.
Don't move, you horse. Who the...
My name is...
And what the fuck?
Her mother...
Shit, kurva. I just wanted... Shit.
Take it easy.
Don't fuck. How did you get... And where's my Talk.
Why are you doing...
It's Yak. He was always on, and he'd never give...
So you...
It was the...
I took your brother...
Fuck! What do you think you'll get? Fuck!
Don't worry.
You
I don't know what... It's time for... Look.
I bet you... But I can't. She knows...
You still... You let her... I swear to you. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let her...
I'll give you...
All right. Just take it easy. I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
You killed him? But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
No, you're right. He had it coming.
Yes, for what he did to Roman. I have to get out of here. Will you take me back home?
Sorry, but I want to clear something up before we go.
What's that?
Are you alright? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those two bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
That's all I need to know.
So
there's
can
no
we please
point
go
of
now?
asking her.
We can go. I'll go with you.
Good.
All the details.
I don't want to spend another moment here.
Of course.
Let's go then.
Oh, I wanted the sword, but...
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
They abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
Oh shit. Same game.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
Ugh.
Bozhena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already. When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now, it'll come to nothing.
Okay.
I understand. And I agree. I'll do what you ask. It's only right and just.
You will? It really must have been the will of God that you crossed our path. Thank you, Henry.
Alright, let's get some sleep. Oh, I love the new time now. Right. Alright, so travel there. Grip.
Stop, man! Your purse! I beg your pardon? This is a robbery!
But I...
What's that? Is anything... You're a dead man! Fuck! I'll kill you!
Do it!
I'm all yours!
God damn. Ooh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
You can't run from...
What the fuck? Got my ass handed to me. Yeah, let's try this again.
Is something wrong? Soon will be. Can I be of any help?
Oh, you can play?
What the... Someone! Help!
Show your stuff!
Come on, then!
Oh shit.
You're bloody pulp, fucker!
You're a dead man. You know that? Ah!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
You're a dead man. You know that?
Fuck you!
How come I can block some?
You want to try me? You're not getting out of this alive!
Fuck. So there's like unblockable things in the game.
I apologize.
All right.
Stop! You fucker!
Somebody, please!
Fucking hell! You want to try me?
Not really.
You're a dead man. You know that?
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Oh god damn it. So I know how to get rid of, I know how to dodge those red attacks. Just dodging those red attacks. Thing. Also it's not like RNG like it was in the first one.
Here's another one. Rich pickings today.
Please, let me go. I'll give you everything.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Stop!
I've been attacked! Help!
You're no match for us,
Bullshit.
fucker. Oh. Kurva! I'm wounded!
You wanna try me?
Not really. Oh, what is?
Bloody pulp, fucker!
That was bullshit.
You're a dead man. You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight! You won't get me!
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
You've no chance against me!
Come on. I'm stuck. Woot! Oh God. What am I? Do I have any band? You. Okay. Armor.
That's the second time this has happened. What the hell did I do to deserve this? Thank God you turned up, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd have done the same for me.
No, you
That
wouldn't.
I would.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
This is for you. It's not much, I know, but I wouldn't want you to leave empty-handed. And thank you again.
Engrossing. All right. Try to get back here again. Awesome.
Whatever.
What do you want?
Would you...
Okay.
Nothing suits your fancy, eh?
Believe you're still single.
See you later. Take care.
May God protect you.
Have you come to break some more stuff?
Oh my God, lady.
There. It looks better already.
I need to heal. I need it. The injured head. Okay. There's no bathhouse here, is there? Also, damaged arm.
The Lord be with you.
Okay. Okay, so sparks are good, smoke is not.
Good day.
Okay. So really do much to it. I really need to find a place to sleep here.
Hop! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
You hear me? Everything in order. Carry on.
Okay. Good. All right.
Aha. If anything's missing, I know who to go and see. I'm going to check.
I've got it in for you. You're that I'll have none of that.
All right.
Now, show me what...
All right.
All right. In that case... That's that. And now off you go. I'm watching you.
What's that noise?
Correct, you nightcrawler.
Rude. Can I sleep here?
Not permitted to be here.
You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up.
All right.
Now show me.
All right.
All right then. In that case, out. Let's go.
Where the fuck am I supposed to sleep?
I see those ears do indeed work. Get out of here.
All right. See if we could sell some things. Probably don't have anything to sell, but
Was Master? Welcome. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Okay.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding
Oh, the
feast.
spices are not.
And for Taylor Bartuszak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
Show me your wares.
Sell. Okay.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald. Oh nein. Was willst du?
What do you have?
All the stuff I sold him.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. What's up with...
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky.
Oh,
natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business.
Oops.
Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here, and Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Where do you go for wares? What's the
The closest is Sobotka. The biggest half of that.
Is it far?
Wenn du was... I do not...
Okay. Awesome. We talked a lot. I wish I could just sleep and... Sure. Nah, we're just gonna go and kill this guy.
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
My pa was a blacksmith. He taught me his trade since I was little. He wasn't my father by blood, but he took me as his own from the day I was born.
Really? What kind of man would take in another's child?
An honourable man. Blood isn't everything. You know yourself. You'll find husbands for your daughters, and you'll be glad to have them take care of you in your old age. Like it should be. And one day your livelihood will pass on to your grandchildren. Nothing ends.
I suppose you're right.
How come he's buried there, and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth, and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
Old hag? Who are you talking about?
The midwife, Bozhena. My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhina is an unclean woman and a witch, only this time something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhina! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhina came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing.
What the fuck is that horse doing?
Looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhina was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins.
Your farmhands murdered Roman and abducted Pavlena, the herb woman's daughter.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Straw admitted everything, so I dealt with him according to the law.
Jesus Christ! Why would they do something like that?
They did it to get in your good books. For taking revenge on Bozhena.
My God! I never wanted anything like that. When I get drunk, I curse her, aye, but I never wanted anyone to kidnap her daughter or murder anyone. I didn't put anyone up to it. They did it on their own, and it's their own bloody fault. Jesus Christ! That's the last thing we need, a mess like this. I have to square things up with Thrush.
Is that it?
Look, I know relations between you and Bozhena the herb woman aren't good. But it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness. And I'm sorry about your son. Bozhena would certainly have saved him if she could. But whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bozhena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud. Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bozhena on account of it.
Whether you ordered it or not, you're still guilty. If you hadn't got boozed up and started spouting shit, none of this would have happened.
Go to hell. What I say and do is my business. What other people make of it is theirs. So stop fucking bothering me with talk about making amends. Bozhena didn't make any amends to my Yarush.
As you wish. I won't try to convince you.
Yeah, you'd be wasting your time. Don't bother me again. How could such a thing happen? The angel of the Lord Arsehole! What the? Enough! I give up!
We're not through yet!
Oof! Christ! Shit!
Boom. Alright. I tried talking. Okay, we have to go. Oh god.
God grant you help.
Oh, we have this little follow the path thing.
It's time you all heard the truth.
Go!
Go!
So glad we don't have to hold W anymore.
Go! Quick!
Dismount.
It's done.
He wanted revenge, and now he's got it. Thank you, Henry. It was a bad deed, but in a good cause. God forgive us. Here, I was saving this coin up for Pavlena. But no. And you deserve it for all you done.
Thank you.
If you ever need anything, just say the word. It was good to see you.
Ah,
my
Gam
friend.
Gam. I'm gonna sleep.
Yakesh is dead. You no longer have anything to fear.
Good. I hope he died in agony. I should have done it myself. Just like I killed that bastard otter. They deserved it for what they did to Roman. Every last one of them. But it's done. It's done now. Thank you, Henry. Now Roman can rest in peace. I want you to take this. You can sell it somewhere.
What is it?
A pendant that Roman gave me. I can't keep it anymore. After all that's happened, I want to forget everything.
Thanks, Pavlena. I hope all your troubles are over.
So do I. See you soon, my friend.
Oh, I got a necklace. I'll wear it. Gives me charisma, I think. Sleep and save. I'll be right back.
Excellent. Excellent. Next time it'll be even better. Something's missing. Needs to simmer a bit longer.
Good evening.
I'd like to use your...
Certainly.
need my wound.
Excellent.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You'll...
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.